being pretty good. That's why I get off there. They get a lot of time and effort in. Let's see who had a birthday last week. You may have a birthday last week.
Like I did, does that count?
Everybody back here has a birthday. All right, please.
Everybody stand up and sing to me. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. May you feel Jesus near every day of the year. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. For the best one that you've ever had. Son to die, a ransom of what love. And oh, God holds the thread of life, for I can feel the touch. Someday when life is finished, and across the great deep water, I'll be free from all my sorrows. There is another side. My treasures are of God in a land of perfect love. And an old God holds the thread of life, for I can feel the pain. Thank God for what I feel inside. I know my God is real. I can feel His touch from heaven above. My hungry soul He feels. God gave His only Son to die, a ransom of what love. And oh, God holds the thread of life, for I can feel the touch. Yes, oh, God holds the thread of life, for I can feel the touch. Amen.
We've had good singing all morning. I was singing while Bo was singing that song. We appreciate you singing, Bo. You done good, buddy. You wouldn't have got me up when I was 4 years old or done that. I'm telling you that. I was singing. His dad was coach. He taught football, baseball, basketball. I'd rather see him teaching the son,
Amen.
Christian,
Amen.
how to sing. There's nothing wrong with sports. But I'd rather see him in church on Sunday morning singing about the love of Jesus. That's what we see down here at the ball fields in the summer on Sunday morning. I'm proud of him, what you taught him. And if there's ever any victory, folks, it's got to come done by Jesus.
Amen.
Good to see everybody this morning. Larry and Margaret, I just want to hear that old song. I'm glad we've got a God. You still feel when He walks by.
Amen.
God's still coming by. He's still speaking. And I'm glad we got a church that He walks through every now and then. And when He comes through, I'm glad I can feel that too. I'm not going to get started. Turn with me in your Bible over to Mark. So it says in Matthew 2, but it's also in Mark. I preached in both places at different times. Turn to the book of Mark, 5th chapter, and 21st verse. Now, if you can't stand, we understand that some can't stand for quite a while. I'm going to read about 20 verses. So if you can't stand, that's fine. Just remain seated. God understands that, folks. We always love to stand out of respect to God's Word. Let's look down, if you would, and what a great story in the Bible that I'd like to read to us this morning. It says starting in the 21st verse, and I'm going to read the rest of the chapter. We got plenty of time. Jesus was passed over again by ship unto the other side. Much people gathered unto him, and he was nigh unto the sea. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus, by name. Wonder why the Bible told us this. Let me tell you, this wasn't a parable. It happened. Called him out by name. One of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet. And he besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed and shall live. Boy, you tell you what, you let your kids get close to death and you'll do what you got to do.
Amen.
Jesus went with him and much people followed him and thronged him. Now notice what happened. Jesus is on the way to Jairus' house. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years had suffered many things of many physicians and had spent all that she had and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she heard of Jesus, came in the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt it in her body. She felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, who touched me? Who touched my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and thou sayest, who touched me? He looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Jesus never has got mad at anybody for trusting him. He wasn't mad. She was scared to death. He said, don't worry about it. Said, your faith made you whole. I'm not going to preach on her this one. Go in peace and be whole in thy plague. While he yet spake, there came the ruler of the synagogue's house, certain which said, thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John, the brother of James. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. And when he was come in, he said unto them, why make ye this ado, and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother and the damsel, and them that were with him, and entered in where the damsel was lying, and took the damsel by the hand, and said unto her, Talitha cumi, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with great astonishment. And he charged them straitly that no man should know it, and commanded that something be given her to eat. That's all I'm going to read. I know I read a lot this morning, but what a story out of the Word of God. And I know I've preached on this maybe a time or two even here. I don't know. I think Brother Wayne taught on it one time about Jairus' daughter. And what a great story that God has given us to think about. And just a few things that I'd like to point out to us here today, if I could. And then hopefully I'll give you the text I'd like to preach on. But you'll find that while we went as Jesus walked on the face of this earth, you'll find that people believed on him from all walks of life. Now, we do, and I'm bad myself for putting down the leaders of the synagogues and putting down the Jews for not believing on him. But let me tell you, there was a few of them that believed. And Jairus here being one of them, he was the ruler, the leader of the synagogue, and he put aside all shame, and he put aside everything, that all the guilt that he had, and he came to Jesus finally when his daughter got sick. You let your children get sick, you'll do what you got to do. You'll go where you got to go. And I'm here today to tell you that I still believe that this whole world knows where to turn when they get in trouble. They still know that God's still in control. They know that Jesus has still got the power. And let me tell you today, I'm going to back it up by telling you that there's no other name under heaven that can be given whereby that man must be saved. It's got to be Jesus. It's Jesus or it's nothing. What a lovely name. What a dimension. In the name of Jesus. Oh, Lord. Jairus come down and told him. He just put it plain. He said, Lord, if you don't come and heal my daughter, she's going to die. And I'm here today to tell you today, folks, that without the touch of Jesus, we'd all be dead today. It's through Him that we move. We have our very being. And I just want to point out to you, He told Jairus, said, come on, we'll go. And as they started down the road to Jairus' house, everybody followed him. It seems like if you could take a dog and set them up and say, boy, this dog's of God, there'd be somebody following it. Yeah. And the world today, this ain't what I want to preach on, but don't get off like too deep, kids. But the world today is looking for something. You follow this scripture and you'll find that this bunch didn't really even believe. They just going along to see the show. And you go around today and you look at your bigger churches and you'll find that most of them just out there for a show. Amen. You say, preacher, Bay's Mountain's full this morning. It's an exception. Let me tell you, it's very few places. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong. People in the world today, they're starving to death for the Word of God. They're starving to death for the gospel. And the bigger churches are filling up and getting patted on the back and told they're all right. Or people ain't being told that there's a hell that's awaiting on them if they don't get saved. And everything is going to be okay. And boy, the masses are following. Thank God for Bay's Mountain. Amen. And here they go. We're going to walk down Jairus' house. Someday I might talk on the walk into Jairus'. Have you ever noticed in your lifetime, folks, you ever seen it? It just seems like when you really needed God the most, when it seems like and you know that nothing can help but God, that the devil will step in, it seems like every time. I'm not calling this lady a devil. She needed help just as much as Jairus' daughter did. And there's different ways of looking at this. But here's somebody else that needed a touch from the Master. I'm telling you, this day it may not always be the devil that's stepping in. It's going down there and I can see Jairus. Now if I'd been Jairus, I wouldn't have been walking so much. I should have been walking behind the Lord, but I'd have had him by the hand, I think. Come on. Let's go. Get you walk a little faster. My daughter's not. Let's get down there. Let's get her healed. I've been anxious. Then all of a sudden he stopped. If I'd have been there, don't stop. Come on, let's go. We need to get down to the house. My daughter's dying. You say, he was anxious. Folks, we need to be anxious for our people too. They're dying in sin. Amen. Bless him, Lord. Jesus stopped. And I ain't going to talk about the lady with the issue of blood. She was important too. The Lord knew there was time for everybody. And let me stress on you today, that's one place that I want to point out to you. There's time for you. Amen. The Lord will hear your cry just like He will somebody's over here. You don't have to be a preacher. You don't have to sing the choir. You don't have to be a deacon in the church. God will hear your cry. Amen. And your cry is just as important to Him as anybody else's could ever be. But I can see Jairus. Lord, you ain't got time for this. Let's get down to my house. And he wanted to go. But the Lord knew there was time. And then just about the time that the lady with the issue of blood, when that finally come to an end, and he told her, said, yeah, you're healed. You go and be whole in thy plan. Your faith has made thee whole. Another miracle happened on the way down there. Do you realize that later on they brought sick people and just laid down the side of the road, hoping that Peter's shadow would just pass by them? God's got power, folks. Amen. Amen. Glad to go. Here comes a servant. Finally down where I won't preach from this morning. Here comes somebody who got him in the hand and said, Jairus, Don't bother the Lord anymore. It's too late. She's dead. Can you imagine the thoughts that went through that father's mind? He had to stop and kill that woman to issue of blood. He might have got there in time. He had walked a little faster. He might have got there in time. I'm here today to tell you it ain't too late. That's what I want to preach on today, is it ain't too late. We got a God that's able. I know one that's been in the ground. He's been dead for 4 days. They said he's taken, but the Lord called him by name, and he came out whole, and he lived for Jesus. From that day on. It ain't too late. There may be somebody here today. I want to preach on something else this morning, so man, I couldn't stand it. Spirit wouldn't let me. There may be somebody here today that the devil's told you it's too late for you. It ain't going to work out. God's offered, you didn't accept. You had a problem, you didn't ask. Or the problem's already, it's already gone too far, it can't be solved. Let me tell you today that it ain't too late. Amen. We got a God that's able today to do exceedingly above all that we may ever ask or even think. He owns the world. He owns the totality of the earth. He owns the cattle of 1,000 hills. He owns me. He owns you. He owns every breath that I take. He owns every heartbeat that my heart beats. He owns everything that's going on in this world today. Say, preacher, does he know about me? Yes, he knows you and he cares for you. He loves you. He gave his son to die for you. You say, I'm saved. Then believe what he said. Amen. You know what I'm preaching on. And I want you to notice what the Lord done. He said, just come on, Jairus. He didn't promise nothing. He said, just come on. And that big crowd had been following him. They dropped off. She's dead, forget it. Huh? Forget it, she's dead. We got more important things to do than go to a funeral. Folks, there wasn't going to be a funeral that day. Just come on, Jairus. Come on, James. Come on, John. They got down there and then he found another bunch. Not the bunch that was fallen, but he found a bunch of unbelievers. Oh, they was whining, and I would have to. They was wailing. Jews used to hire professional mourners to see who could cry loudest. Telling you the truth. If you could scream loud, you could make good money. I'm telling the truth, folks. They hired professional mourners. They'd already brought the mourners in. That was their funeral. That's how they done the funeral. They'd mourn them till up close to sunset, and then they'd take them out and bury them. They done had that girl laid out, I believe, on a bier. They'd take her out, put her in the ground. Jesus walked in and said, what are y'all crying about? Yeah. Let me ask you today, if you're here and you're in trouble, oh my God's leading this way, but he's led me this way, he just burned me up with it. You're here today and you're in trouble, what are you crying about? Say, preacher, it's too late. I'm here today to tell you it ain't too late. It's not too late. God's always. He's right on time. You say he ain't never lost a war, he ain't never lost a battle. Not one is he. You say, preacher, I've lost battles in my life. You might have, but God ain't lost a war. He walked in, they said it was too late. She's dead. You go on. Don't need you more, Jesus. She's dead now. See, y'all just don't know it all. She's just asleep. And they laughed. Our Lord to scorn. On the cross of Calvary and Pilate's Hall is not the only time that he ever faced scorn and rebuke. They stood there and they laughed in his face. You don't know what you're talking about, Jesus. She's dead. Check her. She's already cold. You can't do nothing now. You might as well go ahead. Don't give Jerry his false hope. Let me tell you something, folks. God ain't never gave nobody a false hope yet. And he never will. Don't give false hope. I'm here today to tell you there's hope. Is there hope in Base Mountain Church? No. Is there hope in the preacher? No. But there's hope in Jesus. There's always hope in Jesus. I can see you when you look down. But if you don't believe, get out. Get out here. I can see him ushering them out. That ain't the first place he ever run a bunch off. No. If you're a mother or a father, you know what I'm talking about. You never, ever lose hope.
Amen.
And he turned and looked at Jairus, his mom, his wife, them the disciples with him. The Bible didn't say he said a word. He walked over and he got that little girl with a hand. He said, Talitha, Kuma, damsel. Boy, it's a good thing you called her. He's coming today. He's going to step out on the cloud. He's going to say, all my people that's down there, it's time to rise. Get up again. Boy, when he calls, I'm going to get up too. Amen. Being interpreted, damsel, arise. What was the difference? 15 minutes before that, when she died and when she arose. Jesus was in the house. Say, boy, preacher, Jesus would come by today, wonder what we could see. But I got some news for you. Jesus is in the house. Amen. Say, I don't see him. Open your eyes of faith. The Bible said, for his arm is outstretched there. He said, come unto me, all ye that are weak and heavy laden. Cast your burdens, cast your yoke upon me, because I care for you. Throw your sins, be black like sackcloth. He said, I'll take black sins, I'll wash them in red blood, I'll make them as white as anything that even a poor can imagine how white they can be. He's in the house today. He's still calling. There's somebody here thinks it's too late. Let me tell you, it's not too late. Give it to Jesus. Come on, baby. I'm going to shut up while I can. Praise the Lord. You might be saved, you might be lost, I don't know. God don't beat the preacher up for 2 or 3 days for nothing.
That's right.
Somebody's done made their mind up. It's too late. I believe I'll just settle down. I'll go to church. I'll just sit. I won't be noticed. You can live the rest of your life. Boy, it gets tough here. I wouldn't say it if I didn't love you. I'll just live the rest of my life in obscurity. I'll go to church and I'll holler amen every now and then. Nobody really knows that I'm there. That's all I need to do, just show up and do my little bit and go home. And everything will be all right. Preacher, will I go to hell if that's all I do? No. But you be a miserable Christian. Amen. Be a miserable Christian. The devil's told somebody, it's too late. It's not too late. Amen. Amen. Say, preacher, I've got to the place, I just can't even feel conviction anymore. People get there. Say, I used to feel conviction. I used to try to live close to the Lord, and anymore I don't even feel conviction. Do you know what God's waiting on and what the Spirit's waiting on you? There's one thing they're waiting on. That's all He's waiting on. How hard is that? Look here, watch me. That didn't take any energy. And then there might be somebody that just got conviction all over them. You don't want to be cold. You don't want to get to the place that you don't feel conviction. Somebody, the devil's telling me it's too late. It's not too late. Amen. Jesus is in the house. Amen. Preacher, I'll talk to you about it later. Don't talk. I ain't a thing God's world I can do for you. You're welcome to talk, but I can't heal not one. I couldn't have done a thing for Jairus' daughter. All I can do is just like Jairus done, go get Jesus. Amen. This morning I just feel like somebody sent for Jesus. And He's in the house, ready to wait. Let's all stand. Let's all close our eyes just for a second.